your Saturday Daybreak Sports Update. Here's Gene Krausnitzer.
Guys, I'm kicking off a big basketball weekend in the state right here at Barton Coliseum, where we've got the state high school basketball finals. But before we can get into that, let's get into the best plays from this past week.
We start things off in L.A. Chris Paul with the steal, throws it up to Jamal Crawford, who goes between the legs for the alley-oop to Blake Griffin. Next, Episcopal's Allie Freeman rips the ball away from Harding's Will Francis, then knocks down the three. But it wouldn't be enough as Harding would come away with the win. And since we're talking championships, how about this one from New York? New Rochelle inbounds it, Mount Vernon steals it, but throws it right to New Rochelle's Khalil Edney for the 55-foot buzzer beater. And I want to say congrats to the 8 high school champions that have been crowned so far. 6 more will be crowned today starting at 11 a.m. at Barton Coliseum.
And like I said, this is a huge basketball weekend, so here's what we've got coming up.
It's senior day on the campus of UCA as they take on Oral Roberts. Superwoman Megan Herbert and the Sugar Bears are at 2 o'clock, and Conway's own Jarvis Garner and the Bears are at 4 o'clock. It's Sunbelt tournament time in Hot Springs. The ASU women are taking on Florida International at 11:30. The UALR women are taking on Troy at 2:30. The UALR men are taking on FIU at 6. And the Red Wolves are taking on Troy at 9. UALR senior guard Ted Crass has achieved his personal goals. So what other goals does he have to achieve?
Now the rest of my goals are our team goals, and that's to reach the NCAA tournament, which is still in our reaches.
And it's the final game at Bud Walton for the year. As the Hogs take on Texas A&M at 1 o'clock, that game can be seen on ESPNU.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really excited about this weekend, so I got to give it 5 Sully heads. But I'm not big time enough to stay here, so I'm headed to Hot Springs for that Sunbelt tournament. Be on the lookout for Sully and Big Shot Bob here. Guys, have a good weekend. Back to you.
Up next, we'll join